Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining Why So Sidious, a Nerd podcast. This is Week in Geek, and we have a lot of stuff to cover, so it's been a slow couple weeks, but this week has quite a bit. We have Netflix bought Warner Brothers. We got Brainiac cast in the DCU, Scarlett Johanson in the Batman 2, and a few more things. So it's me, Jeremy, we got David, we got Caleb. We are at Why So Sidious Pod, TikTok, Instagram, X, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, iHeart, all the good stuff. And yeah, we're also going to start adding a new section of our Week in Geeks. At the very beginning of the episodes, we're just going to go over the top 5 box office of the week. And let's start with that. So here you go. In first place, we got Zootopia 2 with 3 million. That's not their total. That's just for this week. We got to figure out how to get maybe their whole total figured out.
I can tell you that right now, as far as dude. So this is my last movie. This is a pretty big box office race performer here, and total they're at 662 million worldwide right now. So they had like a $500 million opening weekend. It was insane. Broke a ton of records. Wild.
Is it going to hit $1 billion? You think?
It better with that start. It like eclipsed Endgame's opening weekend or something. Like it was insane numbers. So yeah, it better.
Interesting.
Wicked for Good at 408 million before this weekend.
Yeah, okay.
Keeping up.
Yeah. Wicked for Good at second place this week in the box office. Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Were you guys a fan of the Now You See Me movies? I think I liked the first one.
First one's fun. But
yeah, they're fun. They're corny, but they're fun. The second one, I think I watched part of it and was like, yeah, this is pretty bad. I don't think I ever finished it, but the first one was a fun watch.
Yeah. Then Eternity, I don't know what that is. That's fourth place. Then Predator Badlands still in top 5. It's been out for maybe like a month already. So it's still in the top 5. Got another 200K. Well, so there's a little box office update. Yeah, we're going to start doing that.
So real quick, it's almost at 200 million. So it was one of those where we're like, do we take it as a last pick? Been better than 2 of my picks.
Right.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. All right, our first real topic of the day, and this is a big one. So we've been hearing a lot about Warner Brothers, a lot of different companies like Paramount putting in bids for them. Warner Brothers is selling, and it's done. Netflix put in their bid, the highest bid, $82 billion. So Netflix owns WB now, and I don't know how we feel about it. You know, the DCU is the only thing that I'm like really worried about, but it does sound like they're going to keep it its own thing. And there's actually another post about that we'll get into. But in general, when you hear that Netflix bought Warner Brothers, Dave, how does it make you feel?
Netflix bought Warner Brothers. I don't think of it as a good thing. I think there's a lot of trains of thought going around with this. A lot of people have their opinions. I think the biggest opinion I'm seeing a lot of is people are concerned about a monopoly. And my first thought is, I know how Netflix handled their projects. They're very flippant with stuff. They threw a lot of money at terrible things. They canceled a lot of shows that people really liked that were Netflix originals, and then they canceled them. So I'm not crazy about the way they run things typically. And I want these larger entities to be separate. You know, I'm not concerned about the future of the DCU by any means. I'm just kind of, as a whole of the product we're now going to get from Netflix and WB, I'd prefer them be on separate things and compete. I don't know. It's just a monopoly.
Yeah. Love, how do you feel?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it either. And I mean, the actors, the writers, the directors are against this move. And they're even saying like the government has to stop this because of the monopoly that's going to happen. And I did hear that they'll keep HBO Max its own thing to start, and then could like slowly combine it all onto Netflix. So you just have one large Netflix app that has everything on it. Game of Thrones, like it'd be so weird, but
it'd be so expensive.
Oh my gosh, too. Yeah. The bundle. I mean, sure, they'll bundle it first and then they'll make it like $30 a month for Netflix. So and we just had Paramount merge with Skydance, and they have, CBS, Nickelodeon, all those other properties. So it's really just going to be what? Disney, Amazon, Netflix, and Paramount. There's 4 that are just going to.
No, yeah.
That's man. Right?
I'm never a fan of the monopolization of things. I think that's kind of what's screwing America up. That's a factor anyway. Every time things monopolize, it just lowers private business. It lowers the individuality of business. Like we used to be able to buy from so many phone carriers or insurances, and now I just got a few of this, and it's got to contribute to the wealth gap that we're dealing with. Right? It's like COVID, like
Yeah.
people who aren't these mega corporations who could do this stuff. Those are the ones that couldn't make it through COVID and shut down, putting more resources into these mega corporations, which have really close relationships with our politics. So it's almost like it almost feels socialism-y, like all the resources in the government's hands. Like the more we monopolize, it's just less private, little mom and pop shops, less private businesses, the small guy, less chance to succeed, and just this titan of business. And it's even in the movie industry now.
Well, and it's interesting. So we got news like this morning or something that Paramount was still trying to contest this and get their bid to be taken in. And like you said, with the politics and the connections there, like there's Paramount. God, what is his name? David Ellison, I believe. He's the CEO of Paramount. He's the one who's trying to get Netflix too. And he's got close ties to Trump and a bunch of other stuff as far as politics go. So I don't know if this is like, although they confirmed this, I think they're still going to be fighting to try to stop it, find some type of loophole or issue in the contract where they can block this purchase. So I don't know if it's 100% over. I'm sure Paramount's not going out without a fight to try and reclaim this thing. So I'm curious to see. But then again, I don't know if that's better that Paramount and Warner Brothers, it's still another massive conglomeration. It's just a different type of alliance. So it's just the way you see the industry react to it. It's obviously not an overall positive news thing. And a lot of people have been posting memes, we lost, like defeated little gifs and everything about how we've lost the war now. So we'll see. But yeah, I took it negatively for sure.
Love briefly touched on it, but do we think HBO Max and Netflix will remain separate? You think they're going to be the same streaming site, or is it going to be like Disney where you could kind of go to Hulu through Disney?
But Hulu's gone in 2026. It's all going to be on Disney Plus.
So that's probably the same thing that'll happen. Yeah, it'll be Netflix and HBO Max, and then they'll be on the same program, and then all of a sudden HBO Max will be swallowed by Netflix, and it'll just be one massive app that costs $55 a month to watch.
There'll be like an HBO section on Netflix,
right? Yeah, Warner Brothers section. Yeah. It's weird.
One thing looking into this is we won't see the effects of this for at least like a year, apparently. It'll take a long time to set in and actually start to influence things. Mm-hmm. Also, we have this here from DC Unlimited that says that James Gunn and Peter Safran have extended their contracts as CEOs of DC Studios until 2027. I mean, that's only 2 years. But there's no plans to change the DCU moving forward after the Netflix purchase. And they're also affirming Netflix that the cinema experience will continue to be important for those releases. So you never know. That could be full of shit, but I'm still a little scared.
I think we're secure with the DCU. I do. I really do. I think the concerns are going to be for other stuff down the road. Harry Potter, I mean, that's another big thing that's about to be unveiled, and now you have this massive switch in ownership. And is that going to affect the path of Harry Potter in this new project? I feel like there's more of a chance for that. I think DCU is locked in. I think they're secured. But it is funny, and we talked about it in our text chat, but obviously one of the bigger things coming out of this massive news was restore the Snyderverse, because Zack Snyder once said, yes, of course, if Netflix had the rights to the WB characters, I would absolutely continue the Justice League saga. And so many Zack Snyder fans out there are like, this is it. It's happening. And I'm like, there's so much logistical stuff to actually have that be allowed, even if James Gunn was fine with it. It was an Elseworlds project. The fact of bringing back all those cast members back to this, the money it would cost to fund something like that, like, I don't think they're about to drop all that money to do that.
Half of those actors probably, if they wouldn't want to return, probably.
Right.
Just a train wreck that whole time.
Just do an animated version if you're going to do it.
Yeah, we kind of do want to see that sequel, though, because Darkseid was teased. It's almost like, don't bring back the whole universe, but maybe an Elseworlds, Justice League 2 Snyder, just like one.
Dude,
I
if
wouldn't
they
be
just
against
brought
it.
back Cavill and everybody else was recast, I would be fine with it. I just want to see that Superman one more time. Man.
Affleck's down. You know Affleck's down.
He probably
Snyder's
is. Yeah,
his
now that
boy.
he's not with J-Lo. Yeah.
No,
he's got a
I
free
think
mind now.
Batman ruined Affleck's life almost for a little bit there.
It was J-Lo, dude. It just happened to be at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the DCU, yeah, that's whoever buys WB and Netflix, obviously, but the DCU is one of their biggest moneymakers moving forward. It's one of their most guaranteed pots of money if you just let them do their thing.
Yeah, they're not messing with it.
How is HBO selling though? Like you think with the DCU, Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, all the great TV shows they have, like prestige television. Like why don't they just like sell it to someone who can just continue on by themselves or something? Like why do you have to everyone have to merge with each other?
Right.
Yeah. Some profit line, obviously, and some type of control down the road, but you know, wouldn't be bailing for no reason. Or, you know, Netflix guy just got some scandalous photos of James Gunn and Warner Brothers, and
It was something like $30 a
blackmailed
share.
them and owning them. Yeah.
So they're getting
but they were saying Paramount's offer was 35, and they're
Right.
saying like we still have the better offer. We're not giving up on this. So I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. It'll take a while to see, but certainly we will see. Let's hope for the best. Knights of the Seven Kingdoms. They had a new trailer drop. Getting pretty pumped about this one, dude. That trailer was sick. And we also have an episode count along with episode runtimes, it just says they're all roughly half an hour, which I found weird. Game of Thrones is usually more of a 45-minute hour episode kind of series, but
Right.
really cool trailer, man. Got me hyped. Did you notice the camera stuff they were doing, bringing it from behind him and then all of a sudden into his POV and stuff like that, man?
Yeah.
This looks really cool. I think it did a good job at making it feel different from what we've seen before to the Game of Thrones universe.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That was my biggest takeaway from that trailer was it feels like we're in the same universe, but it feels like it's shot totally different. Like they did it in the right way. Like this is not, like you said in a prior episode, this isn't the great houses that we're following around. We're following around the people in the muck, the flea bottom storylines, the story, even though it does end up being a Targaryen royalty involved in it. And, you know, there is a knight who ends up rolling into it, but still we see more of the ground level stuff and the point of view of the impoverished looking at these great houses from a different angle instead of us seeing them as the main characters. So I got that right off of the trailer, and the trailer had the perfect vibe from the books. It felt exactly how it should have felt. So I'm nothing but excited for this one. I wish it was longer for sure, but yeah.
The books aren't very long though. You know, they're
Right.
like 300 pages each, maybe. And we do get a shot of the Targaryen in his armor again. So I do like that, like the big guys are involved, but they're not the main characters. Yeah.
That helm, like flames or something going up, like crazy type of art. I don't know. Art
Design?
Let me say it a third time. Is it right? This art? Artistic design on the helmet was pretty dope.
So when you say Fire of Blood is multiple books, you mean there's multiple books
No,
in the Fire?
Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Oh yeah, I'm retarded. All right, so you can't say that anymore, by the way. Night of the Seven Kingdoms, is that a collection of smaller books?
3 short stories, but he combined it all into one when he finished them. So it's like 700 pages maybe total.
Okay, let me ask you this. So Game of Thrones books, right? Love them, except the last 2 really slow, really boring. First 3 are amazing. If I'm going to read Night of the Seven Kingdoms, it was okay. Yeah, I mean,
a lot is going on.
Much slower, and books 4 and 5 focus on different characters. It's kind of annoying because you have to really wait throughout book 4 to get back to some characters with book 5.
Right.
But Night of the Seven Kingdoms, is that a book that I would like more than book 4 and 5, possibly?
Oh, for sure.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, I really want to read that one.
It's easier to bite into. It's not as dragging and slow and a massive thing to kind of grab. I'm trying to
not
think
as many characters to tell stories of. There's only 2 really.
Good, it's more simply told. It's lighthearted in a lot of ways. It's got some cool lessons and moments. But again, it's got awesome little peeks and cameos into the world of Westeros throughout it all. So it's short. It's not a big commitment. But I loved it. I'm trying to think of a project that's something similar to it. But no, yeah, I think you'd like it. Again, I would be surprised. So it's 3 books. It's the Hedge Knight, it's the Sworn Sword, and the Mystery Knight are the 3 books. And I bet you the combination audiobook is like 6 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be checking that out. I don't know if, oh man, not before it comes out though. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
All right. Well, that's Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Let's talk a little Stranger Things here. Just got a couple stats. Well, first of all, the finale is confirmed to be 2 hours and 5 minutes long. Full movie. Is this something we knew, expected? This isn't like breaking, but it is confirmed.
Right. Yeah. I'm surprised that the first volume, episode 4 was long, but the first 3 were like 57, 40, like 48, and then like a little over an hour. So I bet you this volume 2 is going to be a little thicker.
Yeah, I think we knew that. I'm curious, are you guys going to go to the theaters if there's an opening?
I want to.
New Year's Eve, though? Maybe like a
Ooh.
evening or a matinee on New Year's Eve or something. You know what I mean? But
yeah, catch the early one on New Year's Eve. I would do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to. I
New
mean,
Year's
I
Day,
guess if
it would be cool.
I had to
if
go
it
to the
was still
bathroom
playing.
and miss something, you can just watch it at home right after and rewatch it. I can't decide if I would want to or not, though. But you would imagine they did some big stuff. If they're doing this rollout, there must be some pretty crazy setups and scenes in the finale.
It's about that geesh.
If I was home, we would have to go see it together. But by the way, Doomsday is in December next year, right?
Correct.
I think so.
Yeah, we're coming. I think we're gonna make sure to make it to my grandparents next Christmas. So So Doomsday, get the crew together, baby.
Andy, fly on out, boy.
I'm gonna make sure. We'll get that date, and then we'll make sure we're there.
Hey, love,
Anyway.
real quick. Sorry. The Palladio, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day has times for Stranger Things at the Palladio, ranging from 7 a.m. all the way to 11 p.m. on Thursday.
Wake
New
up
Year's
at 6 a.m.
Day.
to catch a movie.
Yeah, on New Year's Day to after New Year's Eve. Let's go to a 7 a.m. movie. But New Year's Eve, 5 p.m. is the earliest showing. 12, they have a midnight showing. That's funny. But there you go. You got options.
Knives Out is playing at the Placerville Theater this weekend, Dave. The new one.
I'm kind of down. Megan,
I kind of want
watch that.
I know. I kind of want to see it, but
Megan loves
limited
those
release.
movies.
You only have to wait like a week, and then you can see it on your TV.
Oh, that's right, huh?
On my Netflix, HBO, Hulu, Disney Plus.
Yeah,
bundle
this is
app.
the future. This is the future.
You know what they need is I want each NFL. The most annoying thing about the streaming age is I can't watch football anywhere unless you. I wish each team had their own app, and I could pay the Niners directly $10, $15, $20 a month to watch their games.
ESPN was gonna, or was it ESPN or whoever else was trying to get Sunday Ticket? They were gonna do that, or like you could do a team package, like $50. You get to watch your team for the season.
It should be cheap. Oh, for the season. Still, it should be because I'm paying $10.99
a month for NFL Plus is what Dave was gonna say.
Is that real? That was like $50 a month.
No, NFL Plus is pretty cheap. You just get Red Zone and like the local game, I think.
Gotcha. Well, I might have to do that then.
Dave,
All
you're
right,
back. I
still
covered
have
for you.
Yeah, it didn't matter. It wasn't important enough.
The last stat for Stranger Things is the premiere became the #1 premiere in Netflix's history. So that's huge. And I think we could all agree this is the best show Netflix has ever put out, right? There's nothing
Easily.
nothing else we talk about on the podcast or anything.
No, I mean, they have some great non-fandom series like Peaky Blinders and stuff, but I think I've got Stranger
Ozark.
Things. I'm just enjoying Stranger Things more. Ozark is incredible, and so is Peaky Blinders, but this is just a different level, different magnitude.
I think I'm going to start Peaky Blinders. I saw a clip of Tom Hardy talking to Cillian Murphy. That scene where he's like in that like thick accent he's doing. Oh, it looks so good.
He may be my favorite character of the show, and he's not in it that much. He's not a main character, but he is great. And his scenes with Cillian Murphy are some of the best scenes of any project that I've watched. Like they are, every time they're on screen together in that show, you're stoked because you're like, this is going to be an amazing scene.
Right.
Well, good for Stranger Things. They did it. Best cup of coffee. Congratulations, guys. Oops, did I skip one? All right, now we're on to DC. So kind of
ugly.
going back to not Night of the Seven Kingdoms. That's House of the Dragon, love. Matt Smith, probably the best part of House of the Dragon season 1, is the front runner to play Brainiac in the DCU, showing up in the Man of Tomorrow, the Superman sequel kind of. And yeah, so we haven't confirmed that Brainiac is a villain already. That's really cool. But Matt Smith as Brainiac, how are we feeling about this, love?
I'm not too familiar with the Brainiac character, but I mean, Matt Smith as a villain is a perfect casting, especially in like I think he needs a bigger role than a TV show. He needs to be the next big villain in the DC.
Yeah, he does have that presence, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he already nailed his first superhero villain role, and you guys are totally overlooking it.
Morbius?
They even did a theatrical re-release. He did so well in it. Yeah, he is Milo Morbius from the movie Morbius. Except his last name's not really Morbius, but he changed it to it in the movie. Anyways, he deserves a redemption shot at a superhero villain. He is a great actor, and that was just a stupid movie, and we all know it's Jared Leto's fault. So Jared Leto is not tied to Man of Tomorrow, which means he's going to be a great villain in this movie. No, Matt Smith, anything. Get him in the DCU. I'm stoked on it. But Brainiac seems like good. I don't know a ton about Brainiac, but I know Matt Smith is a great villain.
Yeah, I think he has the sinister and eccentric thing down. Like just that picture right there is just a really good shot of it. But yeah, we'll see. It's not someone I expected to be cast at all as Brainiac, but yeah, I could totally see it. He's a good actor. That's all you really need with all the special effects and everything nowadays. So I'm excited. I think Man of Tomorrow. What are the chances you will like this more than Superman, Dave? Like just guessing at this point.
Yes.
Right? It seems like it would be
yes.
better.
I feel like it's going to be a way more my tone of movie.
Agreed.
I thought the villain of Superman. I mean, Lex was great, but yeah, yes.
And like Lex was like
mostly great.
He was pretty good in my opinion. Because yeah, the weird
he was.
But all that thing, I think we talked about it before. I think that quirkiness of him is going to go away. He's humbled. He's in jail. He's going to get more sinister and more crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So looking forward to that.
Oh, yeah.
A couple more things for DC. We have Scarlett Johansson in talks to be cast in the Batman Part 2. So MCU to DCU, baby, because she had some drama with Disney. I don't really think she's going to want to come back. Plus her character was killed off. But moving to the DCU, and not the DCU at all. This is just the Batman Part 2, right? So not the DCU.
Right.
What kind of role do you see her playing, Dave?
My first thought went to Poison Ivy, actually.
Mine too.
And it's probably just because of the hair color, so that's kind of unfair. But I was thinking that, then I was thinking, well, love interest of Bruce Wayne. We got Poison Ivy. And then I saw the main theory, which is the Mask of the Phantasm character, which that makes sense. I could see it being something like that, a scorned lover of Bruce Wayne's, even though I can't see this Bruce Wayne having had any lovers. No offense to Pattinson, but just from what we saw in the first movie, it's hard for me to imagine he had a dating life. But yeah, my first thought was Poison Ivy.
Love had brought up Mask of the Phantasm. So what's your thoughts on that?
One of my favorite animated movies from my childhood, the 1993 film. So Andrea Beaumont is the villain from that, where she's ex-love interest of his becomes a vigilante after her father is murdered by the mob. And as the Phantasm, she's a skilled assassin who targets members of the criminal underworld, leading to a confrontation with Batman and the Joker. So she's like a dark hero, kind of right in the middle there, maybe teetering.
That is what I just said, and even said that character. But yeah, I think that could be cool.
Sorry, I got a phone call. I must have heard. I didn't hear that. So, the Phantasm character doesn't have a comic book background, I'm pretty sure. Like, that's just that movie. And a lot of people see that movie as like the best Batman movie ever sometimes. Some of the real artsy people. And yeah, it's a good little movie. But I don't know anything about that villain. I thought Poison Ivy. I do hope it's someone on a more of a power level scale, even though it is the Matt Reeves universe. So you're not going to expect a lot of crazy powers. But I just don't want her to be another agent, another CIA spy or something like that. I think Poison Ivy would be a really, really cool role for her. But last question on that. Do you think a Poison Ivy character fits into that universe? Controlling
Definitely.
plants.
Yeah.
Okay. because it
I
seems
mean-
so grounded and like borderline realistic. Aside from nailing bridges after you jump off a building and surviving and stuff
They
like
could
that.
alter the character to make it more realistic. Maybe she just has like poison, uses flowers for poisons and
Right.
gases. And,
Botanist.
yeah.
Yeah. That'd be a cool little flavor to bring to that universe, I think. A poison ivy.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, it's really good acting talent. So that's nothing but a good thing for the Batman too.
Yeah.
As far as women who are not going to be in the Batman 2, it turns out we're not going to get our Catwoman. Zoe Kravitz is not expected to return as Selena Kyle. And I don't care that much. The only problem is the Penguin tease at the end of the Penguin was it, built to something involving her and what's her name? Not Fiona.
Sophia.
Sophia.
She's not going to be in the movie either, though, right? Is that they were saying? So neither one of them in it?
So why
Apparently.
did we do that?
Right. When
Right.
season Penguin was only supposed to be one season, they were kind of adamant about they weren't going to continue, even though there was actually comments recently that contradict that. But still, if you're just planning your one season and then you tease these characters, like I liked Zoe Kravitz Catwoman, and I really liked that not Fiona character. I really liked her. So I'm really bummed. I was excited to see where that goes. Why Catwoman is communicating with a villain. Oh yeah, because they're sisters. They're half sisters or something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
So that seems like that should go into the Batman too, but whatever. What do you guys think?
I do agree. I'm bummed about this. My only thought, to try to justify it and keep my excitement for the movie, this wouldn't kill it. But I just think maybe we're just focusing more on what this next plot is going to be, whether that's Court of Owls, whether that's Mr. Freeze, whether that's whatever Scarlett is. Maybe they're just like, do we want to continue to drag out this side plot from the first movie? Like maybe we just do something else and focus our time on something else. So I'm good with that as long as it is good.
It showed her driving to I forgot what the other town's called at the end of the movie. So maybe she's back in part 3, perhaps, I guess.
Did she
2030?
Bloodhaven?
Yeah, in 30, 42.
I never caught that she said Bloodhaven. That's actually really cool.
Yeah. She was leaving to Bloodhaven.
All right. Yeah, I guess no Catwoman. It is kind of weird, though. It's just a little weird. We totally expect her to be in there.
What about like a Penguin season 2, but it's Sophia and Catwoman?
Yeah, like if she
No.
I feel like she would, though. Why? You don't just tease that at the end. It's not like it's a great tease and it's like the coolest thing ever, but it's still just like that was developing something for the future.
Yeah. No, if you're gonna do that, you call it Catwoman. You don't call it Penguin season 2 and then remove Penguin from the damn show and have it be all about Sophia Falcone and Catwoman. So you could do an Elder Elseworlds miniseries.
It would be cool if Catwoman and not Fiona teamed up to take out the Penguin. A Penguin season 2, she's not a main character, but she comes in and out to help her beat Penguin. However they do that, who knows?
Not Fiona. It's because she looks like Fiona Gallagher from Shameless so much. That's why.
All right. Done with DC. One thing for Marvel to celebrate. One piece of news. Tatiana Maslany has no interest in working with Disney. So haven't they already shot Doomsday though?
Wow. You brought up She-Hulk and Dave immediately left the podcast.
Yeah. But
show my face with this garbage.
Was she just not in Doomsday, or is she saying she's not going to come back for Secret Wars? Because Doomsday's already shot, but she was already beefing with Disney before Doomsday. So, like, is she in Doomsday? Was she on the chair thing?
No.
Okay, so now we're just probably not going to see her in Doomsday, which is fine. But the whole point of this news is, she's done with Disney.
Right.
And She-Hulk, the series that came out with her in it, no one likes it. It's probably the worst thing Marvel has ever released, in my opinion. Like, I don't think there's anything worse that they've released than She-Hulk. So I don't think anyone's shedding tears for She-Hulk not being in there. The only problem is it's not really Tatiana Maslany's fault. I mean, the character was fine. The writing was just trash, god-awful dumpster fire. She-Hulk could have a place in the Marvel universe where it's cool. It's just that show destroyed all optimism for that. So,
well, your problem is you don't have the show IQ and you hate women, and that's why you think that way about that show. But it was actually pretty good. No, she was fine, but nobody's shedding tears about this.
I wouldn't want to come back if I was her either. Like, let's just clean slate. Like, you know what? We tried, it didn't work out. Let's just move on and do our own thing.
And this is in the midst, by the way. I guarantee you, this is partly political about not wanting to work with Disney. It's the same thing with Oscar Isaac not wanting to come back to play Moon Knight. He said, well, if Disney stops, bending to fascism is how he put it, then maybe I'll work with them again. But for now, I have no interest in working with Disney. So I guarantee you this is in that same kind of lens with Tatiana, because I know she's had issues with the political. I'm not going to get into the political stuff that they have problems with, but they have conflicting ideologies as far as Disney's treatment and world politics go. All that being said, yeah, why would you want to return to your most hated project that was trending for months while people just ripped you when it wasn't even your fault? So I don't blame her on this. And you can do She-Hulk, bro. Sorry, you can recast her and just do a full CGI She-Hulk character in Secret Wars, and I wouldn't mind. It could be a variant. It's not like the end of the world if you really were dead set on using a She-Hulk character.
I saw on Twitter just recently that December 11th is the confirmation for, I shouldn't say confirmation, but that's when the Doomsday trailer is going to release.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
December 11th, yeah.
A week before Avatar.
Yeah, screw you, Avatar. We don't need
Yeah.
you.
I was going to buy a ticket for that trailer. No, I don't have to. No, I'm actually going through Way of the Water, and it's not bad.
It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's better than the first one.
Avatar's weird. Like, I'm not excited to turn it on, but once it's playing, I'm like, it's pretty good. I'm okay with this. Like, but I'm not really not excited about Avatar.
Dude, the second act is slow in that movie too, when they go to the water and like meet the people and like train that way.
They just met the water people.
Yeah, they have all these child drama fights and stuff between the kids and a bunch of stuff that goes on for 2 hours. But no, it's a great waiting room movie, Avatar 1. I watched it a couple times in the waiting room and was enjoying it very much.
All right. Now we're on to some video game talk. There's a new Assassin's Creed series coming out, and we have some casting and other information. Love, I'm going to toss it over to you, my friend.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with this guy. Toby Wallace has been the first actor officially cast in the series. He's the co-lead, and it's a high-octane thriller centered on the secret war between two shadowy factions. So, I don't know. You guys seen the movie with Fassbender?
I was just going to ask. No, I haven't.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed is a hard game to make into a movie or a show, because like in the movie, it was all in present time, and then there were like maybe like 15-20 minutes of the movie were actually him going back in time to like his ancestor or whatever it is. So it's tough to make. I'm wondering how they're going to do this.
I wanted to like it so much because I love Fassbender. This was, I think, right after he portrayed Magneto, and his name was really at the $5 fine. His name was really at the top of the names going on at that point, and I really wanted to like that movie. And yeah, I don't think the directors ever played the games. I don't think the writers ever. Maybe they did. I don't know, but they just didn't nail it. But this Toby Wallace kid, I was thinking he looks familiar. He's in the movie The Bike Riders with Tom Hardy, Austin Butler. He's a small role, but it is a nod to your acting when the movie ends and you absolutely hate a character and would just wanted him to die so much during the movie. So it was a small role, but it was pretty good. So okay. I've never seen him or heard of him outside of that, though. Am I dropped?
Oh, is JD dropped?
Am I here? Hello?
I think JD's gone.
No.
JD? He's frozen.
No! What an idiot. Can you imagine dropping in the middle of a
right?
Like, that's got to be some of the most embarrassing. Wow.
Well, I'll keep it moving with the video game news.
There you go.
A Far Cry live action series is in the works at FX. Noah Hawley and Robert McElhenney are developing it.
Rob Mack, which apparently is what he's going by. It's Rob McElhenney. It's from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's Mac from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, if you watch that show. So very interesting that he's the guy.
Oh, Jesus. This is not going well. I'm by myself now. He is a guy, though, Dave. He is indeed a guy. But it follows an anthology format like the games, and there will be a different cast and setting each season, which is very interesting. So more of an American Horror Story style. Dave, you were talking. Sorry, you're talking about Rob Mack, and then you dropped.
Yeah,
off.
Rob Mack, the guy. Always Sunny. Have you seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? It's okay. So it's Mac. His character is Mac. In real life, he's married to Dee Reynolds from that show. But he's doing Welcome to Wrexham with Ryan Reynolds, where they took over that soccer team on FX. That's the guy who's going to be. I think he's starring in it too and writing.
Damn. Yeah, it's an anthology series. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah.
So it's new setting and series or cast every season.
Which is cool because every game is on a different location and a different story too. It's not like it's a continuation, so that makes sense. Did you ever play any of the games?
Yeah, the Colt in Montana one. I think that was.
I think that's 5.
4, 5. Yeah. The Giancarlo Esposito one was 6. And I started it. I actually do want. I never finished it. It's a fun game. Maybe I'll put that on my list.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a fun series. You get like very creative weapons. It's kind of like post-apocalyptic in some of them. So yeah, it's a fun. JD, you're back. Welcome back.
Hey guys, I like you a lot.
Are you a big fan of the Far Cry?
Yeah, I played Far Cry
Games?
3 and I really loved it. That's like really very open world, very cool. I really like that game. So that's 3, right? That's a lot older. They're up to like 5 or 6 now.
6, yeah.
3 was the only one I had played too. It was good.
Nice.
Real good. Yeah.
And is the newer one the same format, open world, everything the same thing, just better?
Oh yeah, it's all same, just a new story.
Yeah, I really want to play the new one.
Mm-hmm.
Far Cry 7 comes out next year, or is supposed to. It looks like there's a No, don't trust me. This is an AI overview. As soon as I looked it up, I don't know if there's a trailer out or not. But Far Cry 7 is the thing that's in the works right now. But I'm getting Far Cry 5. I think that's my next game, the Montana campaign.
It's fun. A lot of fun.
Oh, it's in Montana? Even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Like
so the series, are you looking forward to the series or?
Yeah, that's definitely a easier game to make into a TV show than Assassin's Creed. It's more like Fallout in a way where it's just fun going on an adventure, meeting crazy people along the way. There's even in Far Cry 6, Danny Trejo's one of the side characters, like makes a cameo in the game, and you like go fishing with him or something. And so you can have like a lot of fun scenes in this show.
Yeah. It's funny how we just exited an era of video game adaptations being terrible. And now video game shows are coming out that are just like really good. Last of Us, Fallout. And now it's like you hear a Halo. Was that good?
No,
okay, that was
terrible.
Yeah, so that's interesting. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, Fallout comes out the 17th.
Dude, I'm stoked for that. Oh my God, we're covering
this
that.
month.
So if either of you want to cover it with me, I'm absolutely wanting to cover that.
Yeah, I'm halfway through it, but Amazon Prime has the worst ads. They're so frequent and so
2.5 2.5-minute ads, dude.
And like every 10 minutes, it seems like maybe even shorter.
And they don't get shorter on other streaming things. Like the first ad maybe is 90 seconds, second ad 90, and then it's like 30 or 45, and it gets less and less. Amazon, start to finish, dude, you have like 7 2.5-minute ad breaks for a 45-minute episode. It's insane. I'm doing Netflix right now, and I think their longest is 30 or 45 seconds. They're way better with their ads, but it's insane with Prime. And I don't know how much the ad-free plan costs, but I may have to do it just because it makes it so frustrating.
Right. They're going to squeeze that extra dollar out of us.
Yep.
Okay, well, that wraps it up for the planned topics, but one more interesting little topic is Quentin Tarantino taking jabs at Paul Dano that seemed abrupt, it seemed a little unnecessary, it seemed random. So what do you guys think about this?
Well, I got the quote if you guys want it real quick. He's talking about There Will Be Blood. Of course, him and Daniel Day-Lewis, classic movie. It was number 5 on his top 20 movies of all time, and it could have been number 1 if Paul Dano wasn't such a weak sauce man. He said it's supposed to be a two-hander, but Dano is weak sauce man. He's such a weak, uninteresting guy. The weakest fucking actor in SAG, and he laughs.
Jesus Christ.
And now, like, Paul Dano has gotten so much support from anyone who's worked with him, directors, actors are like, no, we love Paul Dano. And I mean, he was pretty good in the movie, and I didn't think he ruined the movie at all. Like, he was like passive but kind of sneaky young preacher in the South who gets taken advantage of by Daniel Day-Lewis. So I thought he did a good job. And like him and the Batman was really good too.
Yeah, it was great. Prisoners, he was really good in Prisoners. It was a smaller role, but he was still good in it. God. He didn't even end it with that. He continued calling him the limpest dick in the world and then said, I'm not saying he's giving a terrible performance. I'm saying he's giving a non-entity performance. I don't care for him. Like, he just kept going and ripping this dude. And it was like, did he sleep with your wife? Like, what happened that you're coming? But yeah. Personal. Everybody has came out of the woodwork going like Paul Dano is amazing. So obviously I don't think he's tripping on it. And it's Quentin Tarantino. He always says outlandish stuff, but it was just more like, the hell was that about, dude? Like, why?
Paul Dano has the weirdest, he's somehow monotone and awkward, yet has a presence on it. Like, even if it's like, what comedy movie was he in where he's always on a couch with long hair saying goofy things? Apparently has a huge schlong.
Yeah, I forget what that one was, but he's also in Little Miss Sunshine. Did you see that one where he's the colorblind kid who wanted to be a pilot? It's more serious.
That's like his first role, I think, right?
He was great in it, though. It was barely any speaking lines, but that's when you know, like, wow, he did pretty well because he was a character who never said anything, but he conveyed so much emotion. It was the first time I saw him anything. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
But
people are making...
He sucked in that movie. I did want to say I hate his character in that movie. So
really?
He was obnoxious, and I kind of think that movie's overrated. Yeah.
Which one again?
There Will Be Blood.
Oh, okay.
Though every scene with Paul Dano is so over the top in that movie. So I did want to clarify. I don't like him in that movie at all. But as an actor, he is great.
I drink your milkshake.
Yeah. It's so over the top.
I haven't seen it. It blends into my head like it's the same movie as Old Country with No Man. For some reason, I get those two mixed up.
No Country for Old Men?
No men. There's no men out there at all. It's just an old country, bunch of women.
It's a totally different movie, though.
I know.
Very different movie there. Old Country with No Men.
That movie actually doesn't exist. So,
Old Country with No Men. Jesus.
Themyscira, dude.
Called Barbie, I think, came out a couple years ago.
Themyscira is very old and only female.
That fits the description.
All right. Well, actually, stay tuned because Love and David are going to continue talking about Stranger Things episodes 3 and 4, covering up volume 1. But I'm taking off, and that was our week in geek news. So follow us at Why So Sidious Pod. Interact with us. You can buy our merch too and help support the show. Check us out. And then after this, we'll get Andy back on. We actually have a collab coming with Theory in the Lab, a TikTok account, really good coverage on movie news, comic movies. So check that out. It'll be kind of doomsday theories, DCU overall theories, and some nerd therapy. We can go anywhere with what we're going to do with him. So stay on the lookout for that. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time on Why So Sidious